of people, they're thinking a lot. It's like, well, I think. And, sometimes people say, don't put the cart before the horse. I was just interviewing a really amazing entrepreneur the other day. You may not know his name, but he built several multi-billion-dollar companies. One he sold to, it was called Jet.com. It was a membership site. He created Diapers.com and sold that at, I think, 36 years old for, I think it was $500 million. And then in 1 year, he built a membership site, which he sold to Walmart for $3.3 billion. And now he's got a whole another set of businesses. Anyway, he was saying, the biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make is they say, don't put the cart before the horse. He goes, you got to put the cart before the horse. In other words, you got to put yourself in line. You got to try something. You got to do it. Stop thinking about it and just effing do it. And so thinking without action is dead. And so one of the things that I teach, and I'm going to show you today, the main reason I did want to do today is, while I've guided you a little bit to change your state, I want you to be explicit to you. I want to give you what I call 5 to Thrive. I consider this 5 to Thrive to be kind of like a dashboard that can guide you through the path to get where you want to go. If you use this dashboard effectively, you can accelerate your tempo of doing things. So I'll get to that in a moment, but that's part of the point here. And one of the parts that I teach is something called physiology first. If you don't change your body in a radical way, if you don't make a real shift, you're not going to get much of a shift in your mind. How many have ever done this? How many have thought yourself into a circle? Like, I need to do this, but what if that happens? What if this happens? And you end up doing nothing. Who knows what I'm talking about? Makes the way out of that is use your body first. Now, we teach this in the seminar. We don't just teach it. We do it day and night until it's automatic. But the way you use your body, for example, if we've got someone going to break the wood or they're going to do the firewalk or something, and they're afraid. I don't think they can do it. Well, there's a state you're in where you don't think you can do it, and that state has a certain physiology to it, as I'll show you in a few moments. But if you're in a lousy state physically, your brain doesn't work the same way. So what I teach people is how to shift your body first, and then your mind will follow up. And I'm going to show you how to do that, so I'll save that from when we walk through it. And then finally, the 7th pattern that I noticed that I think is really critical, that some of you are missing, is you need to consciously decide, eliminate those disempowering beliefs or psychologies or philosophies. You need to develop some beliefs that empower you in any environment. And again, we do this in the seminar, but I know not all of you are going to be there. I sure hope you do, but I just want to plant a seed. You need to consciously, great ideas are not going to interrupt you, my friends. Great ideas have to be pursued. Great beliefs have to be pursued. Great philosophies have to be pursued. They don't just, say, excuse me, here I am, and now you should use me. So you really have to decide. So there's been a couple we've thrown around here that are very simple beliefs, but they're empowering as heck. One of the simplest ones that I utilize in my life is that everything happens for a reason and a purpose, and it serves. My job is to find that purpose. Or another way of saying that is life is always happening for me, not to me. Now, it may look like it's happening to me, but there's a higher purpose. How many of you can think of something that happened 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago that was so painful that you'd never want to go through it again if you could avoid it? You wouldn't want anybody you care about to have to go through it. But looking back on it 5 years later, 10 years later, 20 years later, you see that even though it was painful and horrible, getting through it made you stronger or made you care more. Or you could see today there was a really important reason why it happened. Sometimes I don't understand. This seems so unjust, unfair, this situation. I got to remind myself, life's always happening for me, not to me, and it's my job to figure out how to use this. There's some benefit in this process. It's another simple belief, right? So you just got to, certain beliefs will help you no matter what environment you're in. And I think it's important for you to not only uncover the ones that are stopping you, but to find the ones you're going to replace it with.